It's a good one. Stupid. Good bass 6. I had to bring the bass 6 out, mainly because I don't normally name my guitars, but I did name this one, and it is named Bocchi. We're talking about Bocchi the Rock today, and this is, once again, another cop-out. I have already read this. I have already seen the anime. It is one of my favorites because musician and weeb. I like anime and music. Why would I not like this? Honestly, if you're not a musician, you should like this. This is really good. Not only is the manga good, but the anime is really good. The anime, honestly, I think is better than the manga because the anime is able to portray different art styles way better and kind of like mess with your mind. So if you were to read or watch, I would suggest watching over reading. But this is still good nonetheless. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to delve too deep. I don't know. Guys, in the comments, suggest, do you want longer, like more detailed videos of this, or do you just want something short and sweet? The story is of Hitori Goto. Well, I'll talk a little bit more at the end, but there's a ton of music references in this story, who is a very introverted person. It's very apparent from the beginning. She decides to pick up guitar like her dad. So her dad gives her, for the musicians, there's a lot of music talk in this. He lets her borrow his very expensive Gibson Les Paul custom. If you've seen it in the anime, it's a Black Beauty. That is like a $4,000 guitar. And he's letting his like 15-year-old daughter who has never played guitar play it. Bro, that's a real fucking dad right there. And because she is basically a shut-in, that's what she does. 6 hours a day for 2 years. I think it said 2 years. That's all she does is play guitar. Just self-teaches. She's self-taught. But she doesn't want to be introverted anymore. She does want to get out. She wants to be in a band. She wants to make friends. However, the way she goes about it is not the greatest. It's a very sound idea, but in practice, it's not that great. She takes her guitar case to school, and in the manga, the girls around her think it's a weapon. So it doesn't go to plan. But somebody who is a musician, the future drummer of this band that they create, does notice she has a guitar and basically begs her to come and practice with the band because their guitarist ghosted them. And we'll get back to that guitarist later on in the story. She practices with the band. She plays a couple songs, and she's really bad. She's never played in a band before. She's only played guitar by herself. And if you are a musician, you know playing in a band is so much different than actually just practicing by yourself. There's a lot more variables that go into it. If one of the people in the band are bad, the entire band is bad. So she learns very quickly that she has to practice with the band to get better. As the three of them are practicing, she also takes up a job at the club Starry, which is actually based off of a real club in Japan. She takes up a job with the drummer. Obviously, being the introvert that she is, it doesn't go great, but it goes good enough where she can actually keep a job. They finally get pretty good. They are an instrumental band at this point. They do not have a singer. It's just one guitarist, one bassist, and a drummer, which, I mean, is pretty close to one of the greatest rock bands in the world, Rush. You just have to have the bassist also play synth and sing. Easy enough. They want to find a singer. Goto at school meets a girl who is a singer and is a pretty good singer. She recruits the singer, play with the band, only to find out that this is the guitarist that bailed on them in the first place. She freaks out, not tell you the entire story. She does end up in the band, plays rhythm guitar, and sings. So they're practicing, and they finally are able to play their first concert at Starry after working and all of that and practicing and getting to a point where they can actually play it. The first song does not go well. They're all over the place. Nobody's in time with each other. It's a mess. It's not that great. Goto takes lead, starts a song with a solo, and goes into their second song called That Band. The reason I know this is because one of my past videos on YouTube, you can take a look at that in the description of my profile. I did a video on the Korg Miku Stomp, and at the end of the video, I played on Obando. They kill it. It's basically where the first volume ends, apart from a very heartfelt conversation between Goto and Ichika, the drummer. That's where it ends. However, there's a lot of pages after the ending of it in the manga. Basically, there's translation notes. There's about 6 pages of translation notes in there, and a lot of them are explaining the the music references in it. Not only are you uh-oh. I pressed a button and I panicked. The author goes into how he finished. Is it a he? I've never looked. How they have finished their last manga and immediately just started like listening to music and got the inspiration for this. I'm gonna be as not biased as possible when giving my rating because I love this. It is one of my top 5. Definitely one of my top 5. Might be one of my top 3. Just for art style and anime alone, it's really good. It's crazy. It's everywhere. You get a ton of different styles. And it's really funny. And it's a really good story. Here's the thing. My mind is so clouded with just loving this so much that I can't think of any shortcomings. I can't think of anything. My totally unbiased review is 5 out of 5 mango boxes. That is unbiased, right? Watch Bocchi the Rock. It's really good. And I swear to God, if a season 2 doesn't come out, I'm going to riot. Okay, bye. That's it.